And this will be a part 2. Message from your higher self, from your keepers, from the forces of life. This is the message for you, what you need to know. If you're feeling a little down, if you're feeling not happy, if you're feeling low, if you're feeling not worthy, if you're feeling then this is one for you. Please choose one card. The message from your higher self means from God, means from keepers, means from the forces of light, the forces of love. Choose one card out of 6. This is what you need to know now. Card number 1, number 2, number 3. Card number 4, number 5, and number 6. I'm going to call the numbers one more time. Listen to your intuition. In this case, this is the only case where you can choose several if you feel like it, because it could be several messages. It's okay. In this case, it's not going to be mixed messages. Card number 1. I'm sorry for my voice and for coughing. For card number 2, 2. Card number 3, 3. Card number 4, 4. Card number 5, 5. Card number 6, 6. I have a little time. I need to run to get my kids from school. All right, let us start, my lovely ones. Let us start with the messages. Card number 1, Page of Pentacles. What is your message, Page of Pentacles? That you are dwelling in a material world too much. Like a child, you don't want to spread your wings and fly. You are in a situation when you are not extremely and fully happy, but you think it's better to have a sparrow in your hand than to try to catch a swan in the sky. I will tell you what the message is with the story, which you probably heard already. One man on his trip from his farm to the city in the woods finds an egg and brings this egg home. He puts this egg under the chicken, which is about to hatch little chicks. And this egg hatches. And inside of it was a hawk, the king of all the birds, who flies so high that no one else can fly that high. But he was born in a family of chickens, surrounded by chickens, some geese and some turkey. In several years, once he raised his head and saw this beautiful bird in the sky so high, and he said to other guys on the farm, to chickens friends and the geese and turkeys, "Who is that?" And they're telling me, "Well, that is the hawk, the king of all the birds." And he says, "I wish I was one. Such a pity I'm a chicken. I could never fly that high." The story ends there, but I will tell you the actual end of the story. Once one of the hawks was wounded by the hunter and ended up, while recovering, among those birds in the birdhouse on a farm. And he met the hawk which hatched among the chicken. And he said, "Idiot, you are a hawk hawk, you can't fly. And he said, no way, I'm a chicken. No, you're not. Yes, I'm a chicken. Now your message. It's up to you to believe you are a chicken or a hawk. There is a cartoon called Lion the Lombard. Same story. The lion was brought up among the sheep. He grew up not only thinking he is not worth enough, and he thought he was worst of all because he couldn't baa and he couldn't fight like a lamb. So he thought he was worthless until the wolf attacked the fleck of those sheep. You are that lion. You are that hawk which chose to be born among chickens. Why? So your soul remembers one day that you are actually born to fly, not to be on the chicken yard with among other chickens. Fly. Shine. You don't live your potential. You are not fulfilling your mission. You are not shining the shine you have inside. You're hiding it. Stop doing this. Message for you. Next card, number 2. Same thing. For how much longer you are going to try to grow apple garden in a desert? For how much longer you gonna sacrifice yourself? Sorry for screaming and yelling. I feel like screaming and yelling at some of you because some of you are there. How much longer you are going to, I'm sorry, somebody calling. You are going to try to sacrifice your own joy and happiness. Tell me, when did you do something for yourself? When did you feel joy and happiness? When did you spoil yourself? When did you do what you wanted? Now, I want you to go and look in the mirror. I want you to ask yourself what you want. If you are in horrible marriage and you are telling yourself you're staying for children, let me tell you something. Children, whatever age they are, they feel when you're miserable. Even if you're acting like the happiest person on earth. Some of you in abusive relationship, some of you in unhappy relationship, some of you in family when parents are considering you your slave. You must do what they tell. You must obey the rules. You must. Okay, let me tell you something. Sorry for screaming. You must only to yourself. They're telling you you must because you're a woman. You must because you're this. You must because of our religion. You must because in our country, in our subdivision, nobody divorces even if your husband is an asshole. Sorry, my language. But you must only to yourself. As long as you live, you must to yourself, because if you're miserable, you go against God because He is one with you and you are creator and creation. Creator and creation both. As long as you're dwelling in misery, you must take actions to finish that misery. Stop giving yourself lame excuses and listen to everybody else. You have a soul. Soul is God. Soul tells you're miserable. How dare you keep yourself in misery and go against God? Because true God doesn't want you to suffer. He didn't send you here to suffer. He sent you here to be happy. Because only when you're happy you can fulfill your mission. If you're miserable, you can't. This is the message for you. Card number 3. Ace of Wands. Why are you trying to suppress fire burning in you? why you are feeling shame for your passion, why you feeling shame that your soul is fire burning into each cell of you. Why you trying to suppress it and stay low? Why you are trying to suppress your fire and stay low? Why? Again, because they tell you so. Because they want you so. You are so bright that you are blinding. But if you were living in a cave with people who are living in a cave for a very long, for thousands of years, people of religions are like that. They are living in a small cave and they think this is the right thing. And then you come. You are born there in that place and you come and blind them with your light. And your light, it burns their eyes. And they tell you, stop, stop, you can't. It's a sin. Haram, haram, can't do this. Go wrap yourself in a towel, and over the towel wrap yourself in a, I don't know what, a curtain and a blanket on the top of it so no one sees you, and go pray. And a God tells you, my love, I created you this way. I wanted you to be bright. I wanted you to shine, and I wanted your shine to stop the darkness. Why are you suppressing your light? Stop suppressing your light. This is what you must do. This is the message for you. Sorry for yelling. I am so tired of so many people are dwelling in darkness. I really sometimes I want to scream when I see it. Card number 4. Oh, I must obey the rules. Hierophant. I don't know why so many of you who are watching it are in monotheistic religions of darkness. Hierophant. What everybody else tells you to do. What it is. Follow their rules. What is forbidden must stay forbidden because it had been forbidden for thousands of years. The rules are written for them to follow. The step to the left, the step to the right must not be passions, emotions, desires, or dark, forbidden. Doing this, forbidden, haram. Doing that, forbidden. Don't do this, don't do that. Don't walk there, don't read this, don't watch this. Dubai, this city with billionaires, crazy ones living there. If every billionaire in Dubai donated $1 billion to feed the hungry organization, there would be no hungry in this world. But in Dubai, there is no messenger, no Facebook, because, wow, it's dangerous. Those ideas can get into your head and you can start thinking. And when you start thinking, you know, the biggest threat for every religion, when you start thinking logically, when you said that God of light cannot tell a father kill his child. Hell, Abraham, listen to me, man, come here. Tomorrow you bring your son Isaac, put him on this rock and cut his throat, and I want it to be tomorrow morning. Abraham, okay, thank you very much, God, I'll do that. When you start thinking, you ask yourself a question, what kind of God will tell a father to kill a child? Definitely not the God of light. Okay? But let's not talk about it. But Hierophant are the religious card. It's a pope. It's rules, which you are told you must not break. It's a society around you, which are telling you there are rules you must not break. There are things you must do and must not do them any other way. There is a family which suppresses your desires. You want to be a doctor and they want you to be somebody else. Or you want to be an artist. You want to play a guitar and play love songs to everybody. But you must not do this because this is against the rules. Message to you. This is no longer serves who you truly are. Who you deeply are. But also, this is a card of the leader. The one who has deep knowledge of what is right and what is wrong. It's another shade of Hierophant. Hierophant is a psychic who's happened to be born, be a pope of Catholic Church. Even he knows that they are burning at a stake and killing everybody who has the same gift. He has to suppress it and show everybody he follows the rules. But it's somebody who knows and sees above and beyond it. Well, it's time for you to use your power to bring the light to the lives of other people, but first of all to yourself. Rules are meant to be broken if they are suppressing your true gift and suppressing what you can do for yourself and for other people. You are here to rise humanity, high vibration. And if you must go against the rules of your society you're living in, then you must do that. Because this is why you came to this earth. This is your mission. Shine and be the light. Card number 5. Losing my voice. Queen of Pentacles, another one. You are, some of you, but many of you somehow, I just feel it. You are scared and you're afraid to move forward in life because you are not sure if you can pull it up financially for yourself and for your children. You are scared to take a new direction in life because you're not sure if you're going to make enough money to make good life for you, or sometimes for you and your kids. And some of you are in a marriage just because of that, or in relationship because of that, by being miserable. Let me tell you something. When you start living in harmony with the universal laws, means you are living the potential, the gift you are having inside, fulfilling your mission, your passion, your joy. Because when you do what you love to do, you are living in the harmony with the universe and with the force of light. And then when you live in a harmony with the universe, with God and with the force of light, money are coming to you effortlessly. You are living comfortable life because Queen of Pentacles are never uncomfortable. But your soul are yelling that's not what your soul wants, because for the soul, your social status means nothing. Your bank account means nothing. Your expensive Prada dress, I don't know, never had one. I don't know how much they cost, probably expensive. They mean nothing. Your soul and high forces telling you it's time to live your soul desires and wants, not what the golden calf wants from you. You are more than this. You are more than the beautiful woman dressed in a beautiful dress with a crown, and inside in emptiness, miserable and cold, and outside it's a pretense everything is fine. How long you can live like this? How long you want to last like this? How long you want to do this? You wanted different things in life, but you sacrificed your dreams to the gold calf. Message to you. I guess you understand. The gift of yours is not wearing pretty dresses in a pretty house while your soul is crying. You have a different mission. Your mission is to be a queen of fire, of wands. Warm and warming up those around you. But first of all, you, this is who you need to warm up. And then those who are dear to you will warm up in your warmth, in your light. This is the message for you. Card number 6. Oh, I'm still standing. Yeah. How many of you are in miserable marriage? I'm shocked. 80% of you watching this video are in miserable marriage. 80% of you put onto your head, onto your shoulder, all these wands. You know this, you are this soldier, the olive soldier from Nutcracker. This is who you are. I must be standing. I must do what I must. I must stand even if I die. By standing here, I must stand and protect everybody, because this is what I must do. If I step to the left, I step to the right, everything's gonna fall. Hell with it. I must be standing. Oh, I cannot be standing anymore. I don't have no more strength. I don't have no more power. I'm sliding already down, but I must be standing. I must be. Don't think about yourself. Don't think about yourself. Don't think about yourself. Don't think about yourself. Keep on standing, because all of those are people who depend on you. All of those are people who you must do things for, who you must protect, who you must, I give you a life example. In Samarkand, I talked to a girl who was heavily manipulated by her family by one reason. It was Muslim family, because you must. Her mother, every time she would not obey, she would pretend she has a heart attack. Her grandma would do the same thing, but much worse. Her father was drinking and living with his mother, and about every couple days he would become drunk and he would beat up his mother, who would refuse to go to police and report him because it was her son. So she was married. She was married, and she was actually happily married, but because every 2 minutes her phone rang, every 2 minutes she had to run either to her mother, to her grandma, to her father to save them from their shit. Her husband lasted 2 years and then said, honey, I cannot do this anymore, because he wanted to take her to another city so they could leave. They already had a child together, but her parents and her family were the worst of vampires. Sometimes it happens. Unfortunately, sometimes your family must be standing there for you. But sometimes your family are worse of vampires. You must, because you must. And when she tried to leave, then grandma, because it's a free medical care, she called 911 and she said she had a heart attack. So she ran and stayed in a hospital. Husband understood everything what's going on, and he just left. He said, honey, I cannot do this anymore. You understand the message? This is what you do. Excuse me. Still coughing. I'm still coughing. I'm a lot like this. I'm standing and do what I must, refusing myself everything, anything, even a cup of coffee, my favorite iced caramel macchiato. But I've done it till recently. Recently, I've started to do something for myself. Not very often, but something. And people around me, my children, first of all, became much happier because I wasn't that miserable and exhausted all the time. And started to vibrate like joy a little bit more. You are like this. Also, past is dwelling over you and doesn't allow you to move on. Don't allow the past to blackmail your future. If you need to close the door, close the door. If you need to leave all this, what stands there, and they think that you must, this is what you're obligated to do. You must to nobody but yourself. You must first make yourself filled with love and joy. Then everybody else will do the same. You're living misery, becoming more and more exhausted every day, becoming more and more tired every day. You already have a fundamental, the base of your life. It's safe. Now start living. Stop surviving and start living. Please start living. Means feel joy inside of you. These are all the messages for you, and I hope it was helpful, and I will talk to you soon after I drink some medication and try to talk more. Sorry, Zodiacs, I will try to do all the rest of yours. It's just I have been sick, and this is something I must do. This is something I feel like I must. I wake up 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. I must do this. I must do this, and I do it. Namaste, and please remember, you are unique and your life is priceless. If you were not living this life you're living now, if it wasn't you, this whole planet, and probably even others, would be different. And it's not a fairy tale. Believe me, I know how things work. I am a twin flame. I was sent to serve you, to tell you how beautiful and wonderful you are. To tell a couple things to my twin flame, but he's hopeless. I have been telling him things for many years, and some things still he's not getting. Please remember, without you, nothing would be the same. You are light. You are joy. You are inspiration. You touch so many lives. Be light, be love, be the soul which you are. Shine. Namaste.